Hi Year 9, so this quick video is a follow-on from the other Preterite Tense video that I've made. If you haven't watched that one, please watch that one first. This Preterite Tense video is going to be a little bit of practice of applying the Preterite Tense and also looking at some of the irregular verbs, okay? So this is what we looked at in the other video. We know that the Preterite Tense is a past tense. So to say, I talked, or they ate, or we lived. Okay, so it's something that happened in the past. It's a finished action. Its formation, we take away the AR, ER, or IR. And then for AR verbs, we've got these endings. For ER and IR verbs, we've got these endings. They're both exactly the same. So if you're not confident with that, have another little look at the other Preterite Tense video or your Tenses booklet. And I wanted to just show you a couple of irregulars. So these are, again, in your Tenses booklet in the Preterite Tense section. This was from your week 3, lesson 2 work of your home learning, which is your pack of work on the Preterite, and task 8 is looking at irregular verbs in the Preterite. So there's a couple of these verbs that we use all the time in Spanish. So to do, to go, to be, to have, to come, and the other way to say to be. We use those a lot, but those don't follow the normal rules of the grid, which we just looked at. They don't do this, they have to do something different. So I've looked at the I form just to keep it nice and simple. So to do is hacer, but I did doesn't follow the normal rules, it goes to hice. Okay, so that's worth noting. To go is the verb ir, but that doesn't follow normal rules. I went is fui. To be is ser, when we are describing things or talking about characteristics. And I was, so for example, I was happy, or I was generous, or I was a waiter, okay? Something that we're describing there, we would use fui. So that is actually the same as the verb to go. Both of those do change in the same way in the Preterite. It just depends on the context. If you say fui a la playa, we know it's I went to the beach, not I was to the beach. And if we say fui profesor, I was a teacher, not I went teacher. Okay, to have we know is tener, but I had goes to tuve. Okay, it doesn't follow the normal rules. To come is venir, I came, vine. And to be estar, so this is when we're talking about where something is or something that isn't always the case, something that changes, just a temporary state. So for example, I was ill, or I was in France, estuve. Okay, so those are your common irregular verbs for the I form. What we're going to do now is a little bit of translation into Spanish. So all of these are in the Preterite, and then we've got a couple of irregular verbs in here. So this is looking at translation skills with the Preterite tense. So I ate a ham and tomato sandwich. We're going to say a sandwich of ham and tomato. So I ate, the verb is comer. We take off that ER. Now that's a regular verb in the past. ER verbs go to I with an accent. Comí, I ate. A sandwich, un bocadillo of ham and tomato. Jamón y tomate. Okay. We drank water. So to drink is beber, we take off that ER, and we drank. We have a little look at our grid here, it's regular verb, we imos. Water, agua. I had lots of homework, so that's why we have to look at our irregular ones. I had, tuve. Lots of homework. Muchos deberes. Okay, that looks a bit like an A, that is an O. Muchos deberes. They went to a restaurant. So this is one of our irregular verbs. Ir is to go. Fui is I went. So this will be in your tenses booklet. Fueron is they went. To a restaurant. Un restaurante. She did sport. Hacer is one of our irregular ones. In your tenses booklet, it will have the full conjugation. Hice is I did. Hizo is she did. Now, if you want to make this even clearer, you can say ella hizo, she did. If you just have hizo, that makes sense as well. Sport, deporte. You, singular, spoke with your friends or talked to your friends. So the verb to talk is hablar. Okay, hablar. And we are doing you, singular. Hablaste. Again, if you want to make it really clear, you can put tú. And that's the same with all of these. You can add the pronoun if you want to, but you don't have to. Hablaste with, con, your friends. Tus with an S, because it's more than one friend. Amigos. Lovely. So that is your translation with the preterite tense. It's just a case of learning those verbs of which ending goes with what and if the verb is regular or irregular.